guys, welcome back to another video. If you guys are new to this channel, my name is Patricia. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and join my journey. But if you guys are a returning viewer, welcome back.
Just me, just you, lost in the moment. Lost in the moment.
So guys, in today's video, I am going to be giving you guys my steps and my tips of basically choosing a bridesmaid's dress. It can be very stressful and it can be very complicated depending on how many bridesmaids you have. I've got 8 bridesmaids. Yes, it's quite a lot and quite stressful, but we managed to get the dress. We have the dress, just a few bits and bobs missing. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and join my wedding journey, guys. It is been crazy during COVID and I have so many videos onto how stressful it's been, and hopefully you guys will get to follow and see the big day, which will be in August on the 21st of this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So guys, let's head in straight into my steps and tips, which I think are very, very helpful to anyone out there. And I really wish that I had this sort of video to follow when I started choosing my bridesmaid dresses. It's not as easy as you think. It can be quite stressful. Let me just let you guys know my wedding is in Portugal. Also, I'm actually purchasing the dresses in the UK. So just to let you guys know there, depending on wherever you're seeing me in, for whatever country you're in. So guys, the first step that I think is really, really important, and it was kind of the first step I actually did, is choosing the colored theme of your wedding. This can be very hard. I kind of knew from day one what my theme was going to be, especially the color. But for a lot of people, this takes a very big decision. But what helped me in choosing my one, even though I kind of already knew it, is basically think about the season you're going to get married in. I think that's super important, and where. Obviously, if you're going to get married in autumn, you start thinking about more autumny colors. If you get married in summer, you think of more bright, you know, sort of colors. If you're getting married in spring, there's a lot of like green, yellows. I don't know, there's so many different colored themes out there. Do search it, guys, because there's so much more than we actually are aware of. I saw so many when I was searching, which was absolutely insane. I didn't even know some of these colored schemes actually went together, which is really, really amazing. What a lot of people do is obviously they go with their favorite color, but also a lot of people is blend the two colors that them and their partner actually like and combine it together. That can also be another option. But for me, I already knew, guys, from years and years ago exactly what I wanted on my wedding. Not so much the theme, because me and even have kind of 2 themes, and let's not get into that. That will be for a different time, a different place. But yes, guys, make sure you choose the colored theme of your wedding. So guys, step number 2 is definitely start to look at style of dresses. I kind of had one in mind. It really went for my theme of the wedding. However, guys, make sure you have a backup plan, because the style of dress that I originally wanted wasn't actually the one that was the final product. And the reason for this is you need, when you're choosing the style of your dress, don't only think about you. I think you have to think about your bridesmaids and think about all the shapes and sizes of your bridesmaids, how tall, how short, you know, how wide, how thin, because the style of your dress needs to, I think, suit all. And the style that I originally wanted did not suit all my bridesmaids. They all loved it when they saw it, but in the bigger picture, you know, where we actually went to purchase the dress, the lady actually, you know, kind of opened my mind and said, this won't look right because of this, 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 and this. I think it's better you going for this, 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 and this. So make sure you have a backup plan. Take one in mind, but make sure you have a second style, because guys, you don't want to be 120% disappointed if you don't get the style you want, which kind of happened to me a little bit in the beginning. But now that we actually got the dresses, I'm so happy with the decision I made. But at that time, because that was my vision, it was so hard to be like, damn it, I'm not going to get that. So make sure you have a backup plan, but please do think about your bridesmaids, and obviously make sure that all your bridesmaids like it. I know a lot of brides are bridezillas and they want their way, and that's the way they want it. But with experience, guys, do ask your bridesmaids. I think it's super important that they feel comfortable and they feel happy with what they're wearing. I can't imagine being a whole day with a dress that you're not comfortable with, regardless of if you don't like the way it fits you, if you don't like the cut. You know, you want to be happy and you want your bridesmaids to be happy. So just make sure you think of them as well, 100%. Like my bridesmaids, as I've said before, they're all different shapes and sizes. So I had to think about all of them and not just about me. So guys, the next step, which I think is one of the most important steps to do, guys, please listen to what I'm saying, is talk about budget. Talk about the budget of the dresses. There is nothing worse than you liking a dress and then all your bridesmaids saying, that's too expensive. Because personally for me, my bridesmaids have purchased their dress themselves. So I would hate to have fallen in love with a dress and then my bridesmaids being like, well, that's out of my budget. So please, before you start looking at any bridesmaids dresses, especially actually online, you can search styles on Google. You don't have to go to the actual shops. Please decide on a budget. That was actually something that didn't happen to me because thankfully I listened to my gut and I asked my ladies before anything their budget, which they were all happy and it was really quick to decide. We can't forget everyone has different circumstances in life and we have to take that into consideration. So make sure you talk about budget, guys. Please don't get disappointed. Step number 4 is where to go and purchase the dress. I need to breathe for this one because I actually got quite upset and I got quite shocked. I wouldn't say upset, but I got really shocked with the UK. I started to realize how little there is out there when it gets to bridesmaid shopping. I'm not talking about going to these typical bridesmaid dresses where they're so overpriced for what you get. I'm talking about actually making dresses for your measurement. So in my mind is all my bridesmaids, again, are all different shapes and sizes. So what we all decided is we would want to make the dresses to their measurements. For example, I've got super tall bridesmaids, I've got super short bridesmaids, I've got wider bridesmaids, I've got thinner bridesmaids. And it just made sense to be able to get a dress that looked good and perfect on all of them. I did search a lot and then the main places that were showing up was dresses that were already made. You just choose sizes, blah, 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 blah. So there was this place in Croydon, which thank the Lord still exists. And you can actually make it to measurement, which I was really happy about. I mean, maybe there was more out there, but a lot of them was super expensive. And I'm actually really happy because all my bridesmaids, regardless of shape and size, they all got the dress for the same price, which was really, 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 really good, I think, personally for me. Because normally, you know, other places, they might charge you more, they might charge you less. And like that, they all got the same dress for the same price. And it just made life easier for everyone. However, with us, we could not get measured professionally. We had to get measured ourselves, which actually we did a pretty good job. We did a pretty good job because due to COVID, they can't be that close to you, so they can't measure you. So at the end of the day, we went to the shop, but we could have potentially just gotten a dress online because we had to measure ourselves and it came out fine anyway. So I don't really know how I feel about that at the end of the day. I'm in two set of minds. Obviously online, I had much more options. There was way more dresses I could have chose from. But then physically, we actually went to see the dress, which made it better, even though I changed quite a lot on the dress. I'm not gonna lie. When I show you guys the before and after, I think everyone's gonna be a bit shocked. Which, for the price that they paid, was super cheap for everything that we changed. But anyways, going back to the actual subject, when I chose the dress, when I actually saw the dress, it made it easier to make a decision. I think online, obviously, the colours, everything always looks a bit different, so you don't really know what to expect. So, I don't know, I'm in two minds over that. But if you are looking for a dress right now and you want to get it made to measurement, you know, you won't be able to get measured by anyone. You have to do it yourself. So just putting it out there so you guys all know. But that's just only due to COVID. So, yeah. Step number 5, guys. And this step, I am so glad that I've always listened to the step, regardless of what people told me, is make sure you have enough time for everything. It's never too early to get something out of the way when you're planning a wedding. And trust me, I'm talking with experience. So let me just tell you guys what could have happened to me if I didn't choose my wedding dress when I chose. So I knew my dream wedding dress. I saw it at a fair. And the actual bridal shop told me, come in November to see it. A lot of people around me were like, that's too early to make a decision. I don't know if you should really do that. Imagine you start liking other dresses. But let me just tell you, you have a gut. You know when that dress is your dress. I didn't listen to anyone. I still went, and I went to say yes to the dress in November. I only got my dress in July, so bear in mind it was all those months. I only got my dress in July, and this was like during COVID. If I didn't go and choose my dress in November, I would have potentially not have chosen a dress until September. and then due to COVID, God knows when I would be able to collect it. I would have had to do it all by myself, which would have been so sad and so upsetting. And like that, the whole experience was super different and super happy, which I'm so grateful for. Guys, so you never know what can actually happen. So please make sure, never feel like it's too early for anything. Honestly, the lady in the bride shop actually even told me that there's people that had their dress like 5 years before their wedding. 5 years, guys. That's insane. So don't ever think it's too early. Whatever you can get out of the way, get it out of the way, because you never know what can happen. And trust me, I think we all learned that during COVID. You never know what can hit you at the door. So just whenever you can and whenever you have time, and if you know that dress is yours, go and grab it. The same thing with the bridesmaids dresses, guys. I'm so glad I gave it time. I was actually meant to even do it later, and if I had done it because I was planning to do it around March now. So if I had done it now, I would have only got the dress in July, because that's the busiest time that basically the shop that we went to gets the most, like, you know, deliveries and things like that. So she said the fact that I did it in January, we literally got the dresses in a month, which, because obviously it's not a busy time. So please be mindful about that. Give it time. For example, my flower girls dresses, now I can't get it from the actual shop because they won't arrive in time, and we are just in the beginning of March. So bear that in mind, guys. Depending on the season that you're getting married, things can be very, very busy. So please always, always, always give it that extra little time that you have wherever it is to get things out of the way. So guys, that's the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and join my journey and follow my wedding journey I've seen until now. Comment down below what theme you think my wedding's gonna be, what coloured theme my wedding's gonna be. Make sure you comment down below, because I really want to see your lot of suggestions. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe again, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.